You remember I was like, with the Grammy nomination, I think it's too fishy that a country like Ghana with so much talent could get snubbed for years. For years. Because, yes, you could say Rocky Downey got nominated. Yes, Juice got nominated and the rest. But those, like, Juice is a producer. You get it? And Rocky Downey is the only person to have been, like, the only artist to have been nominated in Ghanaian history. For us to be snubbed when we've had musicians who have peaked at certain stages. You understand? We said, like, remember I was like, there are a few bodies of work that I actually consider as one of the best Ghanaian bodies of work to come out of, like, Ghanaian bodies of work, as in albums. I was referring to Sarkodie's No Pressure, Stonebwoy's Fifth Dimension, this album from Shatawale, I always forget the name, Amare's Fountain Baby Girl. Then I think an album from Manifest, I've forgotten the name of them. But those albums, for them to have not even received any recognition or even a nomination for a Grammy, like, that was too fishy for me. Because, like, yo, those were like, those artists, they are 444. You understand? I think, like, they are Jay-Z. Because those albums were, it was at the right time. They did so well on it. The production was so great. The features were so great. Everything was just in equilibrium to have achieved such, like, it should have achieved such recognition, but I didn't. So remember, I was saying that there has to be a reason why Ghana gets snubbed all the time. I was telling you guys that there's a reason. So now we can put the reverse to do, then to show what I said previously. There has to be a reason that Ghana gets snubbed, and the reason why Ghana gets snubbed always, I was like, it has to be. I was even telling a joke, because I felt like it was a joke. I was just joking that it could be mistakes in application. Like, when they are applying for the Grammy thing, maybe they keep on making mistakes, and maybe the Grammy criteria, you're not supposed to make certain mistakes. So if you make certain mistakes, they'll drop you off. I just cracked it as a joke, and right now, Grammy confirmed giveaway. Billboard, let me type it. Ghana had the biggest song of the year. Whether it's not going to get the recognition that it so deserves at the Grammys. You get it? Let me tell you. Hey, what am I typing? Billboard, shake it to the max. So I'm saying it. Okay. So I was saying that there has to be a reason why Ghana keeps on being snubbed. It has been snubbed for years, and right now I cracked the joke that, oh, why are they making mistakes in the application of something? Because it makes no sense. And right now, gladly, thank God being so good, we had the Ghana, by all metrics, had the biggest song of the year with Shake It to the Max from Molly. Shake It to the Max was the biggest song of the year, whether you like it or not. It surpassed Anxiety, it surpassed Apathy, it surpassed any other song that has been nominated. So it was so fishy as to why it didn't get a nomination. So Billboard being so good, they went and they actually spoke with the Grammy board. Like they asked for a comment, and now it has been explained to us as to why Shake It to the Max has not and wasn't nominated. And Oyiwa, it is a problem with the application. Most abeti application, Charlie, Grammys at the back at this point. If you have some September admissions, Charlie, Molly no, let Molly go and redo the application. Not September admissions, Monjeno, and January inside. Then no more Jeno. What you see? Say the admission me too. You go university at the admission me too. The beginning of the year and September admission. In Tibia, since the beginning of the year, one work give you right now. If you accept Grammy, you get some September admissions for us, and actually, Yaman application for. And Billboard managed to get comments from them, and they replied there is a problem in the application. And right now, now that this has been confirmed, right now I'm starting to think all the albums that have been all the albums that, like, I believe that should have at least got a Grammy nomination from Ghanaian artists. I'm starting to think all those Ghanaian submissions for all over the years, were there mistakes in the application? Because per this article that Billboard is giving to us, per this article, and per what the Grammy is saying, it could be like they eliminate you because there are so many applications. There are so many applications coming from so many people across the world. They have to use certain criteria, very crucial and drastic criteria to drop certain people. And if you make mistakes in the application, they will drop you off. And per what the article is saying, Check It to the Max did not even get to the board for them to even deliberate and vote on it and qualify. You know the problem. So that is, you get it. We will read together. Here. Check It to the Max did not even get to the board for them to even see the thing, because if you definitely got there, at least they would have selected it as a nomination. But by a mistake in the application, it was dropped off and did not even go to the board for the board to even deliberate and select the nominations. Now it begs the question, all the submissions by Ghanaian artists, I'm saying Ghanaian artists because you are in Ghana, but all the submissions by Ghanaian artists, like your favorite songs and your favorite artists that didn't even get a Grammy nomination right now, if you say them do the application well or not? Question. Is it that they did the application well or not? Question. This is an article from the Billboard. Here's why Shake It to the Max was deemed ineligible at the 2026 Grammys, and why its label calls the decision devoid of any common sense. Representatives from the Recording Academy and Gamma CEO Larry Jackson comments on one of his year's most shocking Grammy snubs, because it makes no sense. Like, there are so many Grammy snubs all the time. Like the time where 50 Cent didn't get Best New Emerging Artist and all those, and those ones even for awards, but even for nomination. Like for me, like one of the most shocking one for me this year is Alfredo 2 not being nominated. But I don't know, they didn't give comment on that one, so we don't know why that one make them. And the thing from what they are saying, it's like money people they talk say what the excuse Grammy they make, the excuse Grammy is giving is devoid of common sense. Just say Grammy, they are just bullshitting. Why Grammy not gonna make a read that thing? Hey, Billboard. Few phrases define the year in music and culture, like MOLILY'S, whatever. I want to make me skip. But this is why Shake It to the Max was disqualified. We all acknowledge it's a massive song with significant cultural impact. Unfortunately, but quite simply, it was submitted as a remix, and as per our long-standing and published rules, remixes are just not eligible in these categories. Regardless, our goal is always to honor, respect, and fairly represent creators and the music they make. So we will keep working to improve our entry process and eligibility guidelines. Ibo. So the thing is, Grammy doesn't accept remixes for the particular categories they were submitted for. The categories that Shake It to the Max could have been accepted into if it was submitted as a remix was Best Music Video, as stated in the above. What you are saying. So right now, the Grammy is giving their statement. They are telling us that they don't accept remixes. But it begs the question. It's not it begs the question. Like right now, people are starting to think. So some remixes have taken that award, have been nominated for those categories and taken that award before. So how them do them? How did they do it? What you see? How did they do it? And that is where I watched the video, and they said they just omitted the remix from the title. It's just as simple as that. It's just as simple as that. For the research I've done, all what Molly and her team needed to do was just not type remix into the title of the song, and it would have been eligible. Like, it'd be very funny. That is why, like, I understand that Molly's comes someone the guy at the start, the guy who spoke for Molly's company was like, it is devoid of common sense. The reason why they snubbed and they trashed Seek It to the Max, it's devoid of common sense, because in actuality, if you think about it, it makes no sense, because the only reason why they disqualified Shake It to the Max was because Molly typed remix into the title bar, like where. So if she hadn't typed, I don't mean Molly as in Molly the musician. If her team hadn't typed remix, it would have been eligible, because other people omitted remix in the past years and managed to get nominated. This is so stupid. Like, right now I'm seeing why it is devoid of common sense, but that's why I still maintain my points. There is a problem with the application settings, and that is where all these record labels and all these industry people come in handy. You understand? That is why we need to make all these connections. We are very young. We are not, we are as compared to other industries and the rest. I think but now we are coming. You get it? So Charlie, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, devoid of common sense, honestly. Yeah, but I will go do them. So right now, Charlie, I don't know, Grammys, if you have some September admissions, tell us so that we'll let Molly go and cancel the remix from there. Or if she removes the remix from there, then we'll submit for the September admissions and we'll see what's up. We'll see how far with we'll see how far with the application. What you say? Because basically all Molly and her team needed to do was not type remix or not submit the song with remix in the title. What you say? They just did not need to submit See, look at what Molly's team said. To be disqualified because we decided to call it a remix instead of part 2 in our submission process is an interesting choice. So you understand? All they needed to do was omit the remix or just type part 2, and they did not. And Grammy said, because you didn't type part 2 or because you typed remix, you will not go carry give you, bro. Like, yeah, certainly I side with Molly's team. Devoid of common sense. It is devoid. What the Grammy says is devoid of common sense. Like, it says no danger. And even with this one, it's just a mistake or something. You could just call them. You could allow them through the thing, or you could just call them and we'll get rid of the remix, or put the part 2 if that is what you want. But like, okay, so yeah, it begs the question: all the all the submissions from our top artists and the rest, were there mistakes in the application process? Maybe it could be that. It could be that. That is why we haven't had a nomination apart from Rocky Downey in a very long time. It could be because of that. Now I'm looking at the things too. I'm looking at Sarkodie submissions and stuff too now. Maybe I also by this time Sarkodie you go type something be where be supposed to be like maybe Stonebwoy to the same, maybe Shatter to the same thing. How you go do Charlie? Anyway, but Grammy, try. They're more kind insist so. They stand top. The sense it's not clocking to me. What you see? And I don't know why this thing hasn't been covered in our media space. Okay, that's why I'm covering it. So you people come and listen to me for more information. What you see? Come and listen to me for more information. Come and listen to me for more info. What you see?